Every fighter has one, a hand they trust, a hand they load up on, a hand they finish fighting with. And then there's the other one, the one that's just blocking, occasionally jabbing, never really threatening anyone. Here's the problem with that. When your opponent figures out that your weak hand is weak, and they will figure it out, they will stop respecting half of your body. They start leaning to one side. They start ignoring each other. And suddenly you've gone from a 2-weapon fighter to a 1-weapon fighter. And everyone in the gym already knows your next move before you throw it. But what if that hand, the one you've been neglecting, became genuinely dangerous? That's exactly what this video is about. Let's get into it. Why your weak hand is weak. Before we fix the problem, you need to understand why it exists in the first place. Your weak hand isn't weak because of genetics. It's not weak because of your body type. It's weak because of one simple reason. You never trained it the same way you trained your strong hand. Think about how you learned to fight. From day one, your strong hand was doing the heavy work, the power shots, the finishing combinations. Your brain built a deep connection to that hand. The timing, the mechanics, the confidence. Your weak hand got the leftovers. This is called motor dominance. Your nervous system has spent years prioritizing one side. And here's the important thing. Your nervous system is trainable. That dominance is not permanent. It's just a habit. And habits can be changed. The fighters who have truly dangerous weak hands didn't get lucky. They decided to train it differently. They were intentional about it. And that's exactly what you're going to do. The mindset shift you need first. Here's something most fighters never do. They never actually commit to their weak hand in a real exchange. They throw it, but they throw it without belief. It's a setup punch, a distraction, something they throw so they can land the real shot after it. And because they don't believe in it, they don't throw it with real intent. And because they don't throw it with real intent, it never actually lands clean. It becomes a self-fulfilling cycle. A weak hand doesn't work, so you don't use it. So it never gets better. It never gets better, so it doesn't work. The mindset shift is this. Start treating your weak hand like a finishing weapon in training. A weapon you intend to hurt people with. This mental commitment changes how you throw it. Your body tenses at the right moment. Your weight transfers properly. Your hips engage. A punch thrown with genuine intent looks and feels completely different from a punch thrown as an afterthought. Believe in it first. The technique will follow. How to train it now, let's get practical. Here's exactly how you train your weak hand to become dangerous. Step 1. Spend dedicated rounds using only your weak hand. Not mixed combinations, just the weak hand. This forces your nervous system to figure it out without the strong hand as a crutch. It's uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is the adaptation happening. Do this on the bag. 2 full rounds, weak hand only. Focus on mechanics, the snap, the hip rotation, the follow-through. Not power yet, mechanics first. Every shadowboxing session, spend at least 1 round where your weak hand throws the power shots. Visualize it landing. Visualize the reaction. Your brain doesn't fully separate imagination from reality during motor training. Step 3. Start building combinations that ends with your weak hand. Not start with it, end with it. Because a punch that ends a combination is the one that lands when the opponent is already responding to what came before. That's when your weak hand lands clean. Step 4. Tell your sparring partner your rule for the round. Every combination must finish with the weak hand. This is where it becomes real. Pressure, movement, fatigue, and you're still committed to ending with that hand. Now, if you want all of this laid out into a proper weekly training plan with specific rounds, drills, and progression built in, we've put together a complete weak hand development program that you can get for free using the link below. It takes all of this and structures it so you know exactly what to do every session. Go grab it. Now let's keep going. The mechanics of a dangerous weak hand. A lot of fighters throw their weak hand like a fast jab. Arm only. No body behind it. That's why it doesn't hurt anyone. Here's what a truly dangerous weak hand shot actually requires. Hip rotation. Your power doesn't come from your arm. It comes from your hip snapping through. When you throw your weak hand, your weak side hip needs to drive forward. If your hip isn't moving, your punch is just an arm. Weight transfer. As you throw, your weight shifts slightly onto your weak side foot. This is what puts your body mass behind the punch instead of just your arm speed. The snap. At the point of impact, your fist tightens, your shoulder locks briefly, and you snap back. That snap is what creates the concussive effect. Without it, you're just pushing. The setup. Dangerous punches don't arrive alone. They arrive after something else has already taken your opponent's attention. A jab to the face, a feint, a body shot. Anything that shifts their focus. Then your weak hand arrives in the window they just opened. Drill these mechanics slowly first. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Build the movement pattern correctly, and the speed and power come naturally over time. Angles that make your weak hand unstoppable. They don't throw it from where their opponent expects it. When you step to the outside of your opponent, off their center line, your weak hand suddenly has a completely different angle. It's coming from a direction they're not used to defending. Their guard is set up for straight line attacks. A weak hand from an outside angle slips past that guard almost automatically. This is why footwork and punching are not separate skills. They work together. Your positioning determines whether your punch has a path to land. Practice this specific movement. Jab. Step to the outside, weak hand from the angle. Do it slowly on the bag first, then faster, then in shadowboxing, then in sparring. When your opponent feels that punch land from an angle they didn't see coming, they don't just feel the physical impact. They no longer know where your attacks are coming from. And an uncertain opponent makes mistakes. Use it to the body. Most fighters only think about the head. But one of the best places to develop your weak hand is the body. And here's why. Body shots are harder to see coming. They travel a shorter distance. And they don't require the same level of power to be effective. A clean body shot with your weak hand doesn't need knockout power to do serious damage. The liver, the ribs, the solar plexus. These targets punish your opponent even when the punch isn't perfect. This means your weak hand can be effective to the body before it's fully developed for the head. You can start using it in real exchanges right now, targeting the body, building confidence and habit. And as your mechanics improve, you move it upstairs. A weak hand body shot also sets up your strong hand to the head. The opponent drops their elbow to protect the body, and your strong hand has a clear path to the head. Now, your weak hand isn't just a weapon, it's creating opportunities for your best weapon. This won't happen in a week. Let's be honest about that. Your nervous system took years to build its preference for your strong hand. You're not going to completely rewire it in 2 sessions. But here's what you will notice quickly. Within 2 to 3 weeks of intentional training, your weak hand will start arriving faster, landing cleaner, and feeling more natural. Small improvements compound. 30% more dangerous, and they can't ignore it anymore. They have to respect both hands. And the moment they have to respect both hands, the whole fight opens up. Stay consistent. Make it part of every single session. Not as an afterthought at the end of training when you're tired. At the beginning when your nervous system is fresh and learning is fastest. The fighters with truly elite weak hands got there through daily commitment over months. That's accessible to anyone, including you. Let's bring it all together. Fix the mindset first. Treat it like a finishing weapon, not an afterthought. Isolate it, shadowbox with it, end combinations with it, and commit to it in sparring. Get the mechanics right. Hip rotation, weight transfer, the snap, and the setup. Use angles to make it arrive from places your opponent can't defend. Develop it on the body first, where it can be dangerous immediately. And stay consistent, because this is a long game that pays off more than almost anything else you can improve. 2 dangerous hands make you twice the fighter, and now you know exactly how to get there. Hit the like button if this gave you something to work on. Subscribe for more videos like this, and grab your free training plan in the link below. See you in the next one.